Hello, my name is Matthew, and I attempted a speedrun. Well, not really a speedrun. More like a really fast, casual playthrough of my childhood game, LEGO Island 2: The Brickster's Revenge. As you can see by the title, I also happen to achieve the world record in the 100% category. How? Well, let me tell you. It all started when I was playing Bowser's Inside Story, another one of my childhood games. And when I beat it, I proclaimed that I didn't know what to play next time. So I made a Twitter poll. LEGO Island was one of the options, and it ended up winning. But unfortunately, due to my exams, I was unable to play it on the Wednesday like I promised. So what I did instead was plan to speedrun the game as fast as possible on the Friday to make up for this. What I found was, in the 100% section, nobody had submitted a run yet. This solidified my goal to be getting the world record in this section. So yeah, that's how it started. The initial run on Friday wouldn't qualify due to reasons I'll get into later, but I decided to try again on the Saturday, and I successfully shrunk my time by like 2 hours and submitted the run. It only took until Monday for the run to be accepted, and I'm the world record holder. My first run was more of a warm-up, as I actually didn't complete 2 of the objectives for 100%. For reference, in order to have a valid run, there are 3 main objectives. Beat the game, collect all collectibles in each world, and get a gold rank on all 19 minigames. The first one wasn't valid, as I had only collected 25 out of 26 Brickster bots and 8 out of 9 crystals, which are the collectibles in LEGO Island and Ogle Island respectively. This meant that the run was invalid and I had to try again. The second run was much better, as I actually skipped the cutscenes and talking instead of semi-listening to them. This cut like 30 minutes off because holy shit do they talk. My run was split into 9 different segments. There was the initial pizza delivery simulator, which started off the game. Then it goes into a hunt for pages and Brickster bots, which is the collectibles I need to beat the game. There's 10 bots in this section, so once I got them all, it was time to do a minigame. All 19 minigames, excluding the skateboard minigame, are required to be played during the main story, which means if you get a gold rank in the first time you play a minigame, you won't have to do it later. After that, we get to go to the Castle Island, which is where the first obstacle lay. Once you do everything there is to do on the island, the last minigame involves firing cannons at an enemy target. This was the first pothole of my super smooth speedrun, as no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get a gold rank on my first couple tries. This is mainly due to the minigame having like really bad collision, and you have to be able to hit the target without the little guy on top firing the cannon back at you at the same time. Otherwise, you'll only get 500 points instead of 800. I did some math, and this means you have to hit him at least 6 times with the correct conditions. Otherwise, you won't have enough points to get gold rank. I decided to just save time and beat the minigame as fast as I could, so I could do it later in the run. This ended up going well, as one of the requirements for a valid run is to go and validate all the rankings at the end of the run. Luckily, that's the same place where you redo the minigames, so I was one step ahead. The next couple sections were easy. Collect 6 more Brickster bots, which is where I actually missed one in my warm-up run. Then you go to Adventure Island, collect 10 jewels, do some minigames, collect 5 more jewels, and do more minigames. The second pothole was here, in like this Tomb Raider minigame. You have to do a memory match, which I'm terrible with, and it made me reset a couple times. You need to get a time over 3 minutes to get a gold rank, which means not many screw-ups in the memory match, and not getting stuck while running away from a boulder. Oh, did I mention that there was a boulder? Luckily, in the second run, I had some pretty good luck with the memory and was able to get out of there without too much strain. From here, it was pretty simple. However, during one of the minigames, the fishy one specifically, I accidentally finished it with a silver, which meant I needed to go back at the end of the run to redo it. This was unfortunate, but it enabled me to have a nice relaxing end of the run. From there, the next pothole was in sight. The biplane minigame. Holy shit, is this minigame the bane of my existence. The biplane minigame involves flying around a set path and avoiding projectiles being thrown at you by monkeys. The way to counter this is to shoot bananas at them. You have a limited amount of bananas, which you can reload from collecting them from trees. You can shoot targets with bananas in order to increase your point score. You need to get 10,000 points to get a gold. But the worst thing about this minigame, by far, is this little icon on the top right. That's right, it's a fuel gauge. You have to do all of that while flying around with limited fuel. You have to refill the fuel by collecting these fuel cans, which are placed at strategically fucked locations So if you missed the previous one, you won't be able to get to them. There were points where I almost got to the end and missed getting the gold by just not having enough fuel. I tried this mini game like over 50 times throughout the 2 sessions, and every time I ran out of fuel before I could make it. Luckily, I was able to make it to the end with a little fuel remaining by utilizing these tricks called strategic bumps on the landscape in order to zoom ahead. But once that was over, it was a cakewalk to the end of the game. From there, you just collect 5 more jewels, do a couple more minigames, fly back to Lego Island, collect more pages, and then go to the radio station and collect a radio, which makes the music go away until you encounter a bot, which dances till it's dead. Collect 10 of these, then go to the space station. Do 4 more minigames, then you're on Ogle Island. Collect 9 crystals, which one of them you need to clip out of for, which sucks because this is the one I missed on my practice run. Do 3 more minigames, then you've beaten the game. And if you have achieved all golds in all minigames, you can end the run there. However, there were 3 minigames I still had to beat. The first one being the easiest, the skateboard minigame. Hold space every time you gain air, and gold will be yours. The cannon one was the next one, and I had to rely on muscle memory and luck to achieve the gold rank. The last minigame was fishing, and you have to collect 6,000 points before fishing in Big Bertha in order to get the gold. And then once you do that, the run is done. Yes! Run done! Thank you all for watching till the end. I literally wrote this script because I got the notification that it was accepted. I don't know if by the time this goes up I'll still have the world record, but if this game interests you, please give it a play. And if this speedrun interests you, please have a go at beating my time. It could be massively improved, and with some optimizations I could believe it could be much better. I'm gonna try something new here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more content like this. And if you're interested in any of my other videos, please go watch them. I put a lot of effort into my videos, and even a small like means a lot to me. So now, I'm gonna go plan my video on the journey of how I made a Breath of the Wild randomizer. So bye!